Kim Cattrall, speaking of old crazy whores, she got into big trouble this week. She is building a new home in East Hampton, New York, and apparently her neighbors were upset at the construction noise. So an 80-year-old man who was her neighbor came over to the property to complain about the noise the construction crew was making. She jumped out of her house, according to witnesses, and began screaming at the old man to get off her property. Imagine an old man being screamed at to get off the lawn. Usually it's the other way around. Police were called. They showed up, and apparently there were no arrests because he was within his rights. The construction crew was making a bunch of noise.
See, if she was Samantha, he would have been on our lawn, and she would have just fucked him.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody would have went happy.
Totally.
I'm assuming she heard the news that they are going to make a Sex and the City prequel movie. That's why she's upset.
Did they announce that?
Yeah.
So that means it won't feature the ladies?
No, because apparently Sex in the Old Folks' Home is not an interesting title for...
I was a big fan of that show. I loved Sex and the City. You can look at me weird all you want. I think it's a really funny show. It's basically the girl version of everything that I was doing in flicks. They just sit around and talk about fucking and sucking and cum, buckets of cum.
All right.
That. But in any event, I loved the show. Then I saw the movie, Ralph, and felt a bit betrayed by the movie because they made...
Oh, we all did, Kevin. We all did.
They made some of the male characters act in a different way than
I
they
know.
acted
I was
on the
so
show.
pissed off, especially with Carrie and Big and that whole dynamic.
Yes, right?
I'm just throwing shit out there. I have no idea.
You're just making fun of me, aren't you?
Yes.
The second sequel, though, Ralph, was really, really not good. Didn't seem anything close to the I'm telling you, yeah.
So you only got through one Transformers, but you managed through two Sex and the City movies. Is that what you're telling me? Things you learn about your partner when you're on stage.
Yeah, but none of the Transformers show their tits.
Apparently they are doing a prequel, a Sex and the City prequel. Candace Bushnell, who wrote the books, has written several prequels, apparently, to the other books that she wrote. So now that's where they're going to take off with either a TV show or a feature film, more than likely a feature film. They're talking about Charlotte, the role that was played by, you tell me.
She the brunette one?
She was the brunette one. Anyone know?
Kristen Davis,
yes.
you.
Apparently they're talking about Selena Gomez playing young Charlotte in the movie.
She's in a movie. Isn't that movie out this weekend? Monaco or whatever?
Monte Carlo, yeah.
Monte Carlo.
And apparently Candace Bushnell says that is her endorsement. She said, I thought she was so pretty. I was like, gosh, wouldn't she be great as Charlotte? Am I right or am I wrong? The author says. She also said that she had heard the rumor that Blake Lively was in talks to take on the role of a young Carrie Bradshaw, which of course was played by Sarah Jessica Parker.
I would imagine most of what was special about that show beyond the writing was the four leads. I think if you replace them, I don't know. I don't think it's like Star Trek. You know what I'm saying?
Just plug it in.
Yeah.
Apparently also up for the role of a young Carrie Bradshaw is a 3-year-old thoroughbred mare called Tumbleweed. Comes from the Calumet Farms in Lexington, Kentucky. Apparently looking at her, too, for a young Sarah Jessica Parker. Oh, Samantha. More Cosmos, please. How many Cosmos would you like, ma'am? 1, 2, 3. Side of apples.
I love that you named it Tumbleweed.